Hey, what's up guys, and welcome to part 9 of Naruto, the God of Shinobi. Get this one to 100 like as usual. Remember to share to all of your friends on your social media platform. And if you haven't yet, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and click that red subscribe button and join the Animaking family. And also, I'll be leaving a link at the top of the description for my second channel. So go over there and enjoy. So yeah, remember to get this one to 100 likes as usual. And turn on that bell notifications they posted. And without further ado, let's get straight into it. Start the intro. You can change. You satisfy the rage in me. Take away my pain. You satisfy the rage in me. So, if you haven't yet, switch across to the playlist and check out the other parts. So the last time we left off, Naruto faced off against Minato as he left Minato to Kurama's mercy, as Kurama got rid of the chakra that Minato placed in the seal by devouring him. Kushina appeared as Naruto told her all about what Konoha did to her clan and how they betrayed them. She quickly went on Naruto's side, and now she's in there with Kurama and Dark Naruto. As Sasuke also joined the team along with his team, and their goal is to destroy Konoha. So basically that was the last part, but you guys can go ahead and check it out for yourself. So let's get straight in this new part. Sasuke looked at Naruto as he was quiet. He wasn't the same person he once was. But not only that, he seemed stronger than ever, even more than himself. And now he had that Rinnegan, a very powerful dojutsu, that made him 10 times stronger. As he clenched his left fist, he was irritated by that, as their rivalry was still present even after 2 years. Mikoto glanced at Sasuke, already knowing what was troubling him. This is something that is not needed at the moment, she thought to herself. Indeed, trouble in the group could cause major consequences. Okay Sasuke, let's go, she said out loud. Sasuke's rivalry thoughts left as he was confused. Naruto turned and raised an eyebrow. And what might that be? He asked. Mikoto chuckled. It's something personal. Sasuke now understand. As Naruto nodded, suit yourself, he said. Oh, and Obito will be staying with you, along with that Kumo witch. Naruto's sweat dropped at what she called Yujito. Kumo witch? Who's that? Asked Kushina, as she had a mental link with Naruto. Don't worry, you will meet her soon, Naruto mentally replied. Naruto nodded again, and with that, Mikoto and Sasuke started to walk away. What do you think they're going to do? Naruto mentally asked Kurama. I don't know and I don't care. Right now, we have to work on you mastering the Rinnegan. Also my power, Kurama said. Naruto nodded, as the best way to do this is with Shadow Clone. It will be very faster. Right now Mikoto, Sasuke and Obito and Sasuke's team were standing outside of the Uchiha hideout in the Lightning Country. So, you're leaving? Asked Obito. Mikoto nodded. Yes, it shouldn't take too long. And also, keep your eye on Naruto to make sure he doesn't overdo it. And keep your eye on that little kitty cat, said Mikoto as she didn't completely trust Yujito. Obito nodded as he stayed quiet. He then turned around and heading back into the hideout. Once he left, she turned to Sasuke's team. Okay, our mission is quite simple. We are to quickly find Itachi Uchiha. The team weren't all that surprised. Besides, that were their mission before it was interrupted by this reunion. So what are we going to do? Asked Suigetsu. Are we going to split up again and see what we're going to find? Mikoto shook her head. That won't be necessary. Even though I don't really care about the Akatsuki's goal or what they're up to, I still needed to keep tabs on my older son. We just need to contact one of my contacts and we will quickly find him. Well, that will make this easier, thought Karin, as Jugo nodded as well. As Shigetsu just stayed quiet as he was checking out Sasuke's mother, as Sasuke then saw him and glared at him. As he turned his head and started to whistle, Mikoto saw him checking her out. She see, but she didn't bother to do anything to stop him. I didn't know that you kept a spy network, Sasuke said. Mikoto smirked. Well, I do. While I am not great as Jiraiya, it get the job done. Now, let's move as the 5 of them disappeared. As Yujito watched them leave from the rooftop, she already sent her message to Raikage, but without receiving a reply, she just had to stay here and wait for the moment. Not that it will be a problem, said Nibi inside of her. Yujito sighed. What do you want now? She said. It is not what I want, it is what you want, Nibi replied. What are you talking about? Asked Yujito, as she was confused. Oh, don't try to play dumb. I have seen your recent dreams and all of those dirty thoughts. As Yujito blushed. You what? Well, I was bored, the Nibi said. I can't believe you. We need to have a serious talk about privacy. Hey, you're the one that had the dreams, so don't blame me. I just take a peek. Yujito grumbled to herself as she walked back in the hideout, still blushing. Back at the Leaf Village. In the last episode, Tsunade had found the third Hokage's journal. As Shizune couldn't believe what she just heard. She knew that her master hated the village until she met Naruto. Lady Tsunade, what is inside of that journal? Asked Shizune. Tsunade sat up from her chair and walked to one of the windows as she looked down at her village. She then turned back and looked to Shizune. It turns out that they knew all along, but they didn't do anything, she said. This confused Shizune even more. Knew what? Tsunade sighed. Konoha knew that Whirlpool was going to be attacked. Shizune looked down as she started to understand. As she knew that Whirlpool was becoming too powerful because of all the Uzumakis, and they were wiped out by other villages. But how could Konoha know? And they had an alliance with Whirlpool. In the end, Konoha decided that it was too risky and they didn't do anything. This was shortly after the Second Ninja War. They didn't want it to lose any more resources. Besides, they already had what they wanted. Shizune's head looked up at that, which is Kushina, of course. As Tsunade saw the confusion off Shizune's face as she told her that Kushina had a rare chakra to suppress the Nine-Tailed Beast, and she became the Jinchuriki of the Nine-Tailed for Konoha because she didn't know anything of this. Shizune was at loss for words. To think the village she loved could do this. And the Sandame, did he went along with this? Asked Shizune. But of course, in his mind, he was doing the best thing for Konoha. This village is built on lie and corruption, said Tsunade, as a few tears fall out of her eyes when she realized something. Oh, Naruto, if he ever found out about this. As she started to think, is that why he left? Did he found out this some way? As she went into deep thought, wondering if that is the reason why Naruto left the village. And he must hate the village at the moment. As she closed her eyes tightly, but the tears still came down as they run down her cheeks. She hated the position of Hokage. For a long time, it was because of Naruto why she decided to take the position. But now she realized that Konoha is corrupted as ever. What will I do? Thought Tsunade. What will I do? She said. With the team that Tsunade sent out to go and help Kakashi, it is consist of Captain Yamato, Hana, and Yugeo, as all of them were wearing standard Anvu uniform and their masks. Well, except for Hana's dog, as they were at the Sand Village. And right at the moment the retrieval team arrived. Kakashi Sensei, it seems you made it, said Captain Yamato. Yes, said Kakashi. For a moment there I thought you would have never made it, he said, as he looked at the three Anvu in front of him, as he recognized all of them. Tamari gazed at the newly arrived shinobis. She then realized that Naruto wasn't there, as she asked, "Where is Naruto?" All of the rookies flinched at that question, as Kakashi looked at Sakura. Sakura decided to answer, "Tamari. He left the village 2 years ago." Tamari's eyes widened when she heard this. In her mind, there was no way that little runt would ever leave, as she couldn't understand why. As Kakashi intervened, "I knew you have questions, but they're going to have to wait. We have to complete our mission." Temari nodded. "Well then, let's move." "Wait a minute," someone screamed, as they all looked around to see the elder trio walking towards them. "I shall accompany you." "But Lady Chio, you retired a long time ago," said Baki of the Sand. Lady Chio shook her head. "It will seem that I have to come out of retirement. Besides, Gaara is our Kazekage's, not theirs, and they will need all the help that they can get." Kakashi just looked at her as he nodded. He then turned to the rest of the team. "Well, let's go." As they left, Temari wished she could go with them, but she couldn't, as she had a stupid border patrol mission by the idiot council. As one question came to her mind, why would Naruto Uzumaki leave the village with Danzo? He looked down at one of his root Anvus. "Are you sure?" Danzo asked. "Yes, Lord Danzo." Danzo could almost broke the cane that was in his hand. Another mistake. Another damn mistake. That Senju woman will now know everything. If only he had known that she was investigating that journal. Sarutobi, you damn idiot. You just left out a huge secret of Konoha to that soft old hag. As he knew that Tsunade was too soft and she wouldn't do anything to protect the village, such as making other villages wipe out the Uzumakis and not battering an eye. Because Konoha needed Kushina Uzumaki because of her chakra, and they wanted to rebuild the Uzumaki clan into the Leaf Village, which they could control. But now that old hag found the journal, as he didn't know what Tsunade would do. He then smirked as he think about it. What if she decided to leave? This would be his best chance to become Hokage, and he would find the Kyuubi and get it back under control, as well as the Uchiha. Then the clan will be rebuilt under his control, and he will have no problem to take down the Akatsuki with the power of the Kyuubi. Danzo thought, as this was his best opportunity if she decided to leave Konoha. At the Akatsuki hideout, everything was silent except for the extraction of the one tail out of Gaara. But Itachi wasn't paying attention to that. He had a gut feeling like something was going to happen. He didn't know what this feeling or where it was coming from, but he just had a feeling. But what could really happen? There wasn't anything that could really shock him at this point. Well, except for Naruto. as Naruto had rightfully earned the title as the most unpredictable ninja for sure. He has been missing for so long and its whereabouts are unknown to many. What are you planning, Uzumaki? Itachi thought. Have you gotten stronger? Are you off somewhere doing some secret training? As he was really interested in Naruto to know what he's up to and how did he manage to evade everyone. Itachi then shook his head. It has been a while since he was interested in something. He cleared those thoughts out of his head as he looked over as the extraction of the one tail was still going on. Back with Naruto, he is in his mind once again. As Kushina looked at him, "What are you doing here? I thought you were going to train." "I am," said Naruto, "but I just have to clear something with him." He gestured as he looked over at Dark Naruto, who is leaning against the wall with his eyes closed. Dark Naruto smiled as he then opened his eyes. "So what is it?" Kurama decided to watch the unfold as well. "It's about time you and me clear the situation once and for all," said Naruto. "What situation?" asked Kushina as she looked at the two of them. "Isn't it obvious?" said Dark Naruto. "So tell me," said Dark Naruto. "You have also felt it then?" It was more of a statement than a question. Naruto nodded. "Yes, I have. When we merged, I felt better than I ever had. Even more than now." Dark Naruto smirked once again. "But of course, I am the completion of your soul, and you are mine. We are connected, but now we are split in half. That is why you don't feel all that awesome." Naruto took a step forward. Then Dark Naruto did the same. Dark Naruto placed his right hand on Naruto's left shoulder. "Once we do this, things will feel better and everything will be right." As he smirked, as he turned into pure darkness, as the darkness went over Naruto and it was absorbed into his body. Naruto then looked down at his left hand as he felt complete once again. "Feeling better?" asked Kurama. "Yes, I do," Naruto answered quietly. Kushina walked up and placed a hand on his shoulder. "While you were looking for a place to train, me and Kurama found a solution to the limited energy problem." Naruto looked relieved of that. He didn't want to lose his mother after just getting to know her. "And what is it?" asked Naruto. "Quite simple really," said Kurama. "I don't know how we didn't think of this before, but all we have to do, well, I have to do, is lend her some of my chakra, which is just about a fraction of a tail. Not that much really." Naruto raised an eyebrow. "That easy? But wait, isn't your chakra harmful to anyone but me?" Kushina chuckled as she looked at him. "Naruto, remember, I was a Jinchuriki before you. My body, well, my soul as well, is used to it." Naruto chuckled. "I am sorry, I forgot." "What now?" asked Kurama, as everything went silent for a moment. "Isn't it obvious?" Naruto said, as both he and Kushina vanished as they appeared on top of Kurama's head. "It is time for the last of my training," said Naruto. "Back at the Akatsuki hideout, we have company," said Zetsu. The leader, Pain, looked at him. "Already? Well, they're a little earlier than I was expecting." As he looked around at all the members, trying to see who was best suited. "Now, who to send?" "If I may," said Zetsu, "it will be better if 2 members went." The other members looked at him. "And why is that?" asked Deidara. "It would appear that there are quite a few of them," said Zetsu, "so it will be safer this way." "Enough," said Pain. "Now, who shall go?" "Me," said Hidan, as he had a crazy look in his eye. "I will make all of them a sacrifice for Lord Jashi." "Itachi and Kisame will go," as Hidan looked down at that. He then looked at Itachi and Kisame. Make sure to only use 30% of your chakra. The rest will be needed for the extraction jutsu. Kisame nodded, while Itachi just looked bored. Meanwhile with Sasuke, Sasuke was at a loss what to do. He never would have imagined that he would be in this position. He didn't imagine all the things that have happened to him in these last couple of days. He took a glance at his mother at his side. Who knows what she will do after they found Itachi? Sasuke then thought about his brother, the same one who he hated with all of his life, no less than a day ago. Now he knows the real truth, and he doesn't hate him anymore. Sasuke, said Mikato, as she caught everyone's attention. Leave all the talking to me. I know you want to talk to your brother, but that will come later. We will have to persuade him to come with us willingly, not to mention the fact that he has a partner with him. Sasuke quietly nodded as he knew Akatsuki's role in team. Excuse me, said Karin, as Mikato looked back at her. What is it? She asked. Karin just adjusted her glasses. It is a habit of hers when she is nervous. Before answering, who might this partner be? Mikato turned. It is Kisame, a former ninja of the mist. Karin's eyes widened when she heard this. She have heard the stories about Kisame, as they call him the tailless tail beast, to the great amount of chakra that he possessed. Sugetsu smirked. It looked like he was going to get a chance to fight a fellow swordsman. But guys, I'm gonna be ending this episode right here. If you want to see the next part of this, you already know what to do. Like, subscribe, comment down below, and turn on that bell notification to stay posted. And remember guys, I am also going to be posting 2 What If on my main channel. So go over there and enjoy. What if Tsunade was Naruto's mother? And what if the Kyuubi gave Naruto a dojutsu? So yeah, make sure to enjoy. But I'm all for now guys. Peace.